It's hard for us to maybe have the discipline to do things that are healthy every day. And if every day you took a vitamin tablet and it made you sick or it was hard to swallow, you stop doing it. But with this multivitamin, again, I encourage you to read the reviews, to think that a multivitamin, a high potency multivitamin, I think it's rated something like 4.6 stars or something like that, or 4.7 stars even. But to think that a multivitamin has those kinds of reviews, that it's basically 95% positive reviews, I think that makes a powerful statement on what an exceptional experience it'll be.
And in longer presentations, Andrew really goes through, you know, the comparisons and differences between a lot of the products that you and I have taken over the years, the Centrums and the One-A-Days, and when I was taking those for a long time. And it's astonishing to me, though, when you compare them.
I'm grateful that those products exist because they're pioneers in the marketplace, but there's really no comparison between what we do and what they do in terms of the choice of ingredients, in terms of the levels of ingredients, in terms of their use of additives and colors. We use no colors. My product's beige. I guess, what do they say, beige is kind of boring. It's boring. It's sort of vanilla, but it's a small, easy to swallow capsule, and that's instead of having, and what's amazing is all of these tablets here from those other manufacturers, if I was making those tablets, which of course I would never make a tablet, but I can make those tablets without artificial colors. And I can make them the same color. So it really baffles me why they would continue to make what should be a health product using artificial colors. But ultimately, just speaking about Essential One, it gives you the nutrients you want, the nutrients you need, at the levels you want and the levels you need, and it does it without giving you additives and colors you don't want, and it does it without giving you a bellyache that you don't want, which tablets can do.
I think for a lot of us, if there's somebody in your family that you know is not really getting a great diet every single day and you want to give them the gift of health, this is something we could order for them and know that you're giving them some wonderful vitamins, nutrients every single day. I can't say enough about it. If we could lock the doors and talk all night about this one product, we would do. I want to go through the pricing real fast. I know it's hard to hear that this is perhaps better than what we've been taking, but if you are taking any of those, there is no comparison. And if we're gonna do it, if we're gonna take the time out of our day to take a vitamin, let's take the best one out there. So there's a 30, there's a 60, there's a 180 or a 360. Our pricing on this does expire in 1 hour, 58 minutes. So that's what the pricing will be from midnight tonight. Still very good, obviously. If you order it right now, you get the special pricing and you take advantage of the FlexPay and free shipping and handling.
And I think, am I mistaken, or if you use an HSN credit card, you get an extra flex?
You do indeed.
Which is always a nice thing.
It's a big bonus.
Because my products, the large sizes, last a long time. So it's kind of nice if you get to pay for them over a longer period of time. And even this is a year supply you're talking about. So you're getting 2,000 IU of vitamin D in this product. So that's, I take about 4,000 IU daily. I say that we should all start at around 1,000. And then we find the right level to get us where we need to be. Usually that's going to be somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 or 5,000. If we're overweight or obese, it's going to be a higher level because vitamin D is sort of sequestered, sort of trapped in our body fat. So it's not available circulating, delivering its benefits. So if you're overweight or obese, it's just a fact of life, a fact of science, that you'll need to take a little bit higher level to achieve the proper blood level of vitamin D, which is important to know what your blood level of vitamin D is. It's important to go to your doctor. That should be part of a healthy blood panel we all do to find out what our vitamin D level is. Similarly, our vitamin B12 level. And the vitamin B12 in this product is, again, unique to all the products you'll find in a supermarket or a discount store, or the big box retailers, things like that. Our B12 is methylcobalamin, the natural coenzyme form found in our body, not the cyanocobalamin, which is 99+% of the vitamin B12 found in the marketplace. Not natural, synthetic. Metabolizing it liberates trace amounts of cyanide. Not something I want to liberate when I'm taking my vitamins. And our B12 is also protected because B12, I'm sure many of you know, is not really very effectively absorbed and delivered by an oral supplement. So typically we're being told if we need it, we need to get a shot of it. But our B12, it's protected, so that protection allows it to be much better absorbed. So you'll be surprised the levels of B12 you can get. We have a number of reviews on this, on our separate B12 that talk about how previously these folks weren't able to achieve adequate B12 levels without taking it and getting an injection. Again, follow up with your doctor on that, but I think you'll be surprised how effectively it delivers B12.
Couple quick things still to come in this hour. The continuation, the encore of our world launch of Andrew's brand new sunscreen. It's called Soleil. We're excited about that. The best sunscreen on the planet. The other thing, Andrew, we just welcomed in hundreds of new customers with Essential One. I think it's important to also remind folks, in terms of your products are, as it were,